Continuing our commitment to keep you informed during Decision 2024, we're inviting every candidate for federal office into the 12 News studios. Today we are featuring Congressional District 8, and that covers much of the Northwest Valley, including parts of Peoria, Glendale, Surprise, Anthem, Sun City. So we've invited Republican candidate Abe Hamadeh to come in for an interview. This is an open seat right now, and we hope to get that scheduled soon. But joining us in studio today is a Democratic candidate for CD8, Greg Whitten. Good to see you, Greg.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
You've got an interesting background, biosecurity. Tell us
Correct.
how you think that will play into if you made it into Congress.
Well, honestly, this isn't going to be the last pandemic, right? And every time we get out of a pandemic, we need to invest back in that. And so when I go to Washington, I want to make sure that we're prepared for the next one, so we don't have the issues like we did for COVID-19, where we have global shutdowns. So my background in that will be able to bring that to fruition.
What did you do in that job?
I basically oversaw the Chem Bio Defense Program, so I oversaw the large biosecurity program to include the Syrian Red Line. I also got things done. For the Ebola outbreak, my program was the first prophylactic to be put towards that pandemic.
And a lot of people worry about people coming across the border with weapons of terror and bioweapons and things like that.
Correct.
So tell me about how you would fix our border. Do you say there is a problem there now?
The thing that I see is that we already had a comprehensive border deal that was done, and the other party decided not to pass that because they want to play politics. I'm done playing politics. I want to solve this solution because Arizonans deserve that. And so what we need to do is we need to go back to that piece of legislation. I need to work across the aisle when I get to Congress and be able to finally deliver comprehensive border security for Arizona.
What are the best pieces of that legislation in your opinion? I know they were talking about trying to get some more judges, work over the Amnesty program.
Yes.
Is the Amnesty program fixed?
The amnesty program is not fixed. The best thing about that bill was that at the border they could have amnesty hearings, and it put money into the DOJ. And so honestly, expanding that and being able to have that happen quickly instead of putting them into the country where across the board they can be 6, 12, 18 months, you got it done right away. And that's what we need to do. The Republicans want to defund DOJ. I want to put more money in there. I want to get more judges. I want to make sure that the president can shut down the border, which that bill also had as well. So it had all the pieces that we needed to start fixing this problem.
Are there any issues you think that are, I don't want to say specific, but bigger than others in your district? It's an interesting district, right? You've got Sun City up there, Peoria, some of Glendale, and then all the way up to Anthem. What are some of the things that you would do for your constituents in that district?
Well, Social Security and Medicare. The other party wants to have tax cuts that will defund those programs. I'm in houses every single day with constituents talking about how they have to make a decision between their medication and groceries, and I just don't think that is right. So we need to extend the Biden era capping of insulin and the negotiations on the top 10 drugs, but also at the same time we need to start looking at how we fix these public programs so the people that need it get it the most, and that's what I want to do when I go to Washington.
Probably about 45 seconds left, which is probably not fair. The economy right now. Interest rates. What would you do to help tackle those things?
So in my district, the biggest thing is jobs and good jobs. TSMC is in that district, 80,000 jobs over the next 5 years. It's a big chip manufacturing. The other party did not pay attention to that. I want to create good jobs so that people, when they go home, they can afford gas, they can afford food on their table, and they can support their families. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on, making sure that my constituents get that as well.
Greg, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Good luck to you coming up here in November.
Thank you for having me.
All right.